You kill me, your life is over.
Monet is dead because of you.
Norma's coming for us, you know that, right?
Every time y'all do some shit to leave me out, Carter has something on you. Then you need to get something on him. Davis.
We decide what happens next.
How you gonna get out of this one, brother?
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power, Book 2 Ghost, and this one right here is titled Tariq's Master Plan Fails. Brayden Kills Carter. Now, pretty much what prompted this particular video is that I was just, looking at some of the, looking at the trailer basically, and, looking at all the photos and stuff that we have, and pretty much putting it all together, basically using context clues. And it made me come up with this particular theory that could potentially happen. I'm basically just going over a couple of alternate ways that Carter could be taken out. Because obviously we know this ugly nigga has been doing a lot of damage. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this. Now we start things off. We know this ugly nigga got captured by Tariq them due to Brayden being ugly hell, high as a kite, and ramming the car, knocking him unconscious. Now they have him tied up to a chair, and he's making out some threats, basically telling Tariq, look, if my team doesn't hear from me, and after a few hours, or whatever the amount of hours, he may have said 24 hours, I'm not exactly sure what the amount of hours he said, but anyways, he said that his team is going to burn the city down looking for him. This right here left Tariq in a frantic, making him very nervous about, should I just take the little lad nigga out, or should I be considering other options? Because keep in mind, he does know that Carter has that footage of him and Brayden taking out Zion. So he can't be too careful, too sure. Even if Carter was bluffing about the team burning the city down to find him, which more than likely, I'm pretty sure he did know. He's not lying about that, because that's pretty much the aftermath you're going to receive after a cop is killed, let alone a cop like Carter, who's, very well known and respected in those streets. So he's really nervous and considering other ways to deal with the situation. Now, what I think he's going to come up with is, of course, as we heard David saying in the voiceover during the trailer that Carter has something on you, so you're going to have to come up with something on him. So that is what they're going to do. And how are they going to be able to come up with this? Well, I think that part kind of is obvious, but for those of you who didn't see this, he's going to have to use Effie again. It is what it is. And pretty much, how Effie was able to hijack Nico's laptop and, go get inside of it and access a bunch of police files and stuff like that. Well, as you can see here in this image here, this is indeed Carter's house. I said that when I first seen it, and I'm pretty sure we can go ahead and write this out. This is Carter's house. So keep in mind, they know they don't have to worry about Carter being there, because he's tied up already. They have him hostage, so she don't have to worry about that. So now all she has to do is break into the house and access his laptop. And that's what she has. Now, I believe she's going to be probably going in there initially to wipe his lap to see if she can possibly maybe get access to that tape of Zion, of him, of Tariq and Brayden taking out Zion, and potentially seeing what else they could find. And then, of course, imagine her surprise when she finds out that obviously there's not going to be any footage of, Carter taking out Kamal. But I believe there will be some kind of clues that's going to basically allow her and the rest of the team to put 2 and 2 together to find out, you know what? It was indeed Carter who took out, out Kamal. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in something else that I think could possibly happen. Maybe even Tariq will reach out to Tate and for a favor with something. And he's going to tell Tariq, look, I'm not exactly sure that my brother was taken out the way they, that was told to me. So if you can get some confirmation that, his murder was done another way, I'll help you out with whatever it is that Tariq may be asking for his help with. But anyways, I believe whatever it is that Effie's going to find out in their laptop is going to be related to Kamal Tate. And then after that, after they obtain that information, they're going to go back to Carter. Now, as we see, Carter is free here. And a lot of questions probably was asked, how did this little glad nigga get free? I even asked that myself. So what I think is going to happen is Tariq is going to willingly let Carter go. And a lot of glad niggas might be like, why would he let that man go? Because he's a cop. And it's going to create way too much attention on him if he was to go out missing. So what he's going to do is the 24 hours or whatever that he does have, he's going to use that to create leverage, which he now has once Effie gets back to him. And he's going to tell him, look, I have concrete evidence that it was you who took out Rashad Tate's brother. And he's going to love hearing about that. New York's finest was behind the death of his brother and what he would do to him. So I think that is, because if you pay attention, when Rashad was talking to Carter, he was a little shook because he knew the type of power that Rashad has. Like everybody else, you kind of seen him badmouth them, flex on him a little bit. Tariq, Noma, the Tejadas, Davis, everybody. He didn't flinch at all when it came to them. But with Rashad, he did. So with that being said, I think that will be enough to back him off a little bit. But the type of nigga that Carter is, he's not the type that would be, controlled by anyone. Because he's the one that like to do the controlling. So he like, nah, I'm ugly as hell. You ain't finna be ugly to me. That's what I'm saying. And also, I'm gonna also throw this in there because I literally just thought about this. Don't be surprised if it's something in there that's dealing with Carter's wife that Effie recovers as well. Because I think they would have to, before this season closes, they're gonna have to give us some closure on who is his wife and what exactly happened to her. Like they kind of told us what happened to her, but maybe they'll give us the actual tea on exactly what happened. And maybe something more than that meets the eye that we think it could be is going on with this situation. But anyways, next, I can also see that once Carter does return, obviously he's going to be ugly as hell. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to... I think he's going to, in place of, since Tariq has put in his move, Carter is going to come up with his own. And it's going to be very similar to you know what I'm saying, I believe this was why I have this image right here, sitting here from season 6, episode 6 of the original Power. I think it's gonna be similar to the Vincent and Ghost and Tommy situation. They're gonna be doing it in exchange for an exchange, and what's gonna happen is Carter is gonna try to double cross them on whatever their exchange is going to be. Maybe Tariq is telling him, look, I got the proof that, you know what I'm saying, you was behind killing Kamal Tate's brother, and you have basically, the tape of me taking out Zaya. So let's just do a trade. And in the midst of that trade, I believe Carter is going to have a trump card, right? That he's going to have put in place that's going to make Tariq's plan fail. That is when you probably going to get the footage of, Ugly Don Carter saying, what are you going to do now, brother? Because he knows he has Tariq right where he wants him, and that, you know what I'm saying, he's in a very vulnerable situation, and he's probably looking to take Tariq out. But I think what Carter is not going to be anticipating is that Brayden is going to be somewhere lurking out of nowhere, and it is very much possible that Brayden is going to be somewhere sniffing, getting high as a kite once again, and just like he did with when he rammed Carter's car, just like he did when he killed Steve, he's not going to be thinking, and he's going to be like, look, I got to save my homie, and this is the only way I see it done, and he just outs Carter right there. Like, that would be crazy, but I don't know. I think Brayden just might be ugly enough to do that shit. He might be ugly there and just say, you know what, F this shit, I'm tired of this. And just pops him right there. And then when his high goes down, he comes back to reality and be like, you done effed up. So, more than likely, if this does come to pass, Brayden is going to be arrested. And if he did, I think it's going to be very, very convenient that, like I said in my other video, I believe Davis could potentially get his law license back. And if he does, then of course, just like Ghost did with Tommy after he got wrapped up in the Lobo situation, Tariq will reach out to Davis McLean to help get off Brayden. And also keep in mind, if he does be able to deliver the proof to Rashad Tate that it was indeed Carter who behind. Not saying getting it how I live touch on this one too, and it kind of bothered me, to be honest with you, because Lord knows, like I said, I'm an honest guy. I ain't got no reason to steal. I'm not stealing his video. He so happened to think of it. I don't know if that nigga was reading my mind or what it is, but he so happened to come up with the same the exact theory with me as this one. So big shout out to Getting How I Live, but I didn't get this from him. He just so happened to think about the same thing that I did and got it out before me. But yeah, I still gotta give him his props. But anyways though, there, like I said, conveniently Davis will get his law license back, and with the help of him and Rashad, they could possibly get Brayden out in the next spinoff, whatever it is, like, or if they do go with the time jump thing that a lot of people believe could potentially happen. I'm kind of starting to maybe go against that now, because I don't know. I feel like it's so much that has to be covered, and I think I just read an article that said that this particular episode is gonna be extended, so we will get a longer episode. That's one thing that's confirmed. It's gonna be 1 hour and 2 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So if that is the case, we will have a longer episode, but still, I still think it's so much to be covered that even with that extra, they only gave maybe an extra 15 minutes at best. Even with those extra minutes, I don't know if they're going to be able to cover all of, doing the time jump, having all these different events happening, taking out Noma, taking out Carter, and, also possibly Moan and Monet. It's just so much I think needs to be covered that you just might not get that time jump. But who knows? But, anyways, that's pretty much all I got for you as for this particular video. Definitely let me know what y'all thinking up in the comments. Could you possibly see Brayden being the one that takes him out after Tariq's plan doesn't necessarily go through the way he liked it to and plan? Could the scenario end up with Brayden behind bars and Tariq having to work together with Davis and Tate to get him out? Definitely let me know in the comments. But like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.